In this video, I'm going to show you how we can release the song that we've made in GarageBand iOS to all the streaming sites and all the music platforms. Hey guys, JP here. Welcome to the channel. If you've never been here before and you want to learn all about music tech and looping, start now by hitting the subscribe button, click that bell, and you won't miss anything. This is episode 5 in the series From Idea to Release. We've had an idea and we've got that idea down using music memos. We've recorded that song in GarageBand iOS. We've mixed it in GarageBand iOS. We've also had 3 different ways of mastering a song with GarageBand, CloudBounce, and also using a mastering app. And now we're going to distribute that song and release it using DistroKid.
This series is sponsored by DistroKid. Upload unlimited songs, EPs and albums to all the major online stores and streaming sites like Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon, Google Play, Tidal, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Deezer and over 150 more around the world, all for just $19.99 a year. And keep 100% of your royalties. Get 7% off your first year's membership with our special VIP link that's on the screen now, and it's also in the description box below.
So I'm going to log into my DistroKid account and show you step by step how we upload this song. But there's a couple of things we're going to need first. First of all, I'm going to need album artwork. Now to do this on an iOS device is really simple. There's loads of apps out there. You can edit a photograph and add some text on top. For me, my app of choice is Procreate. It's a professional drawing tool. However, I use it quite differently. So I use it for my YouTube cards, but I also use it for creating album artwork. What I've done is I've used one of my photographs that I took, which was in Stour Head. It's a National Trust area in the UK, and it's a photograph of looking up at a load of trees. The lyric is you and me sitting in a tree, so it kind of fits. I've taken that into Procreate. I've just added some titles on the top and given those titles some colors. Ideally, make sure your artwork is 3000 by 3000 pixels. That's ideal because obviously depending on which site it's going to go onto, they may enlarge that photograph. You want a really high quality photograph. You don't want it to be on a Mac or a PC and be blown up to size only to be really low quality. The other thing you're going to need is actually all the details of the people who have created the song with you. Now for me, it's just me. I've just written that song. But if you're a band or a duo or a trio, you need to write down all the people who were involved. If you've had sound engineers or if you've had people helping you and they need crediting, you need to make sure you've got a list of them as well. Now, no musician likes to pigeonhole themselves, but you're going to have to figure out what kind of genre this song is. So for me, I'm going to pick folk and pop and see what is there in DistroKid and see if I can actually put that into some kind of subgroup. There's a couple of extra options inside DistroKid, so we're going to jump in now. I'm going to show you the account and show you how we can upload it. Okay, so here we are at distrokid.com. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sign in as me, and then what we're going to do is we're going to load this page up and we're going to upload this song. So we get upload and we get this page. This is where we're going to start loading everything up. So first of all, you've got the stores. I always leave everything ticked, mainly because it says at the bottom there, MediaNet and 150 plus smaller outlets, such as, and there's loads of examples. I think it's good to leave them on there because there are a lot of smaller outlets. Maybe your stuff gets shown on them, which is grand. So it says previously released, no, the artist name, so there is me, John Paul. What it's now doing underneath here, it's finding out which one is you. So that is me, that's my artist title there. And then I know from Spotify, unfortunately, I am number 2 out of number 1 from John Paul's. We're going to release this as quick as humanly possible, so we're not going to put a release date on other than today. And then if you want to do a pre-order, it's got to be done with about 7 days, about 1 week before if you want to pre-order it. My record label is just John Paul Music UK. And then the album cover, it says PNG, JPEG or GIF extension is optimal. Obviously preferred to be square, which is what we've done, and the optimal size is 3000 by 3000. Choose or drag. So we've got it here and we're just going to drag it in and add it in. It's as simple as that. Now, the one thing I really like about DistroKid is it says things like don't increase the size of the smaller images, don't make them bigger, obviously it'd be blurry. What it'll tell you the store will reject, and also that you own this artwork. Don't go pulling artwork off Google that is stock image that you don't either own or have not paid for. Please use your own imagery. The language, English, and I said before, we're going to have a look at the genres now and see what we can pick into this. So I think it's quite a poppy track, but let's have a quick look. We've got rock, we've got pop, Have we got folk? Yes, we have. I'm going to put it down as folk first, and then the secondary, I'll put it down as pop, and we'll just see where we go from there. The track itself, track title, is You and Me, and that's it. Now, if you've got featured artists, this is where you can use different words, parts, volumes, anything like that, capitalizations, and not using anything weird. But then you've got the audio file. Make sure it is the highest quality you can actually produce. And what we do is we just go choose file, and then what we're going to do is we'll go to our desktop, and it is right there, You and Me. And we're going to choose that one. That will then put you and me.wav there, that's fine. And it asks if you already got an ISRC code. If you don't know what an ISRC code is, it's a special code that is given to every song in the world, so that song can then be trackable, and therefore they can actually find out when it's been played, how long it's been played for, so you can get paid. Now, songwriter. I wrote the song, I managed the songwriter, or it's an original tune, or someone else wrote the song and it's a cover song. So obviously this one is original. The songwriter's real name, and explicit lyrics, no. Is this a radio edit? No, it's always been clean anyway. Instrumental, no. So preview clip start time, let streaming services decide, or let me specify when the good parts start. And this is for Apple Music and iTunes, and also things like Tik-Tok. So you've then got the track price, which you can pick. I'd always just leave it at the middle one. There's some extra optional bits here, and I always would recommend get that one ticked. It's completely free, and it means that your track is then available on Instagram and Facebook. So if you then want to make a story about, hey, my song's out, you can actually use the song in your Instagram stories, and it's completely free to do so. Now, you can do things like YouTube money, and you can have YouTube ad revenue from matches that they detect. Store Maximizer will automatically deliver to new stores as they add them, Shazam them, and then obviously leave a legacy as well. That's entirely up to you. Obviously, there's more cost there if you want to do that. Last little mandatory checkboxes. So you've selected YouTube Music as a store, therefore you won't ask DistroKid why are they uploading to YouTube. You recorded this music, you're authorized to sell it worldwide and collect the royalties. Not using any other artist name, song title, or album title without approval. And of course, you've read the distribution agreement. So once you've done all that, we click done. It then uploads the album artwork, and then it uploads the track. So once it's uploaded everything, it'll say done. That was easy, wasn't it? And it really was. When will this single be released? So give stores up to a week to publish your album live. iTunes, Apple Music often happens faster, but not always. And then for Spotify, new deliveries can take at least 5 days to go live. So then it gives you get to work. And this is what I really, really like. They've already made a pre-save page for people to listen to. Let's have a look at a preview of that. Let's see what that looks like. We can share it now. You can edit it before you post it. So let's have a look and see what it looks like. There we go. So straight away, it's there. Basically, you can go and preview it, and it says available soon. Even if you haven't done a pre-save, you've still got the HyperFollow, which is from DistroKid, and they can actually just sort that out straight away. And as more stores become available, they just keep getting added at the bottom here. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to actually copy that over, and you can always log back in later. If you ever want to find it again, all you do is just basically go to the gear icon, click HyperFollow, and it shows you all your HyperFollow links for anything you've ever released.
Now, before you go, a couple of things I want to talk to you about. I've done this over 5 episodes. I've been taking it 1 week at a time. If you've got the time, you could actually smash this out in about 2 days. You could even do it in 1 day, but I really wouldn't advise that because your ears are going to get real tired from recording to mixing to mastering. Make sure you take the time. If you're going to be passionate about this song, you want to make sure that it's right. Use the HyperFollow link that DistroKid give you. They are giving you a free tool, and I can't stress, I think that's really powerful. As more stores become available, you can just get your followers to click that link. Then, once you've got a bit of time, go back into DistroKid, have a look at the analytics, and look at where people are listening to your music. If they're all listening on Spotify, then great, give the Spotify link out to people. If they're all listening on Napster, go to Napster and get the link there and give that out to people. So this is a great tool where you can figure out where basically what they're listening to and also how they're listening to your music. Now, the viewers who've got real eagle eyes may have noticed that when I released the track, I actually did it today, and today for me actually right now is Tuesday, and this is coming out on Friday, so you and me might actually be out there by now. I'm now talking in the future, but in the
present. That's weird. See if it's there. If it's there, fantastic. Give it a listen. Tell me what you think. So I'm going to create a card so you can go back and binge watch part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, which is this one, and then you can actually divulge all the information we've given you this month. A massive thank you to DistroKid, who are sponsoring this entire series. So we're going to put a link up on the screen now. There it is. And it gives you 7% off your first annual membership with DistroKid. You can release as much music as you want for this year, and it'll cost you one price. A second massive thank you is to you guys. The comments you've been giving me are fantastic. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. And if you've got any more comments about recording, releasing a track, anything to do with that, give me a shout and I will answer them as quickly as I can. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.